Hello and welcome back to Khans of the Steppe. Last time we did a migration and we ended up here, with a lot less land and a lot less subjects. Really, it wasn't very good. It pretty much has made us in a very weird position. However, we still have our herd and we still have our troops. So we can re-expand and we can get back to where we need to be. But before we do that, we're going on a hunt. Why are we going on a hunt? Well, because we want the benefits of going on a hunt. We get legitimacy, dread, gold, prestige, all that useful stuff that we'll need. So, that's what we're going to do. And it will start immediately. It says 6 months, it will start immediately. But before we do that, let's have a look in here. So, what have we got? So, Square of the Totem we were looking at previously is something we could potentially get. Ovu, we could potentially get. Barter stalls we could potentially get. So wait a second. So how many slots have we got? We have 3 slots. Okay. So the question isn't which of these are we going to get. The question is which of these are we not going to get. Because we have 3 slots. Therefore we can have 3 of these, right? So which is the worst of these 3? Well, it's between Ovu and barter stalls, right? Because Ovu increases herd... Wait, actually, what's our herd income? It's 25. Maybe Ovu is really good. Yeah, okay, I think Ovu is pretty good. It's like 20% increase to your herd income. So... Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. What's barter? Well, barter stalls also increases herd income, though, and gives you domicile income. But domicile income is worse. Because your domicile is making you almost nothing. I mean, obviously we have modifiers to domicile income, but it's only 8%, so... Yeah, I think I'd say that Ovu is better. So, in terms of my ranking, Ovu is better. Square of the Tumen versus Khan's Champion Yurt. Which one is better here? I think they're both pretty good. I think that the Knight effectiveness from Khan's Champion Yurt probably will win out over time, because you'll end up with... yeah, I mean, like, look at this. Your Knight effectiveness goes up based on every single stat plus a 50% base. It's obviously going to be really good. Like, this is going to be incredible. Although you only have 14 Knights as a base, so unless you can get... Although it does also increase your number of Knights by 4. I think that this one is probably going to edge out Square of the Tumen, but I think I want them both. So let's build that, and then we'll build Square of the Tumen afterwards. Yeah. And then we'll build the Ovu, and then we'll upgrade them. I think that's what I'm going to do, and that way I actually have them listed. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. This should begin instantly, right? Nobody should be traveling, because you're already here. That is... Okay, I understand what it's done, but it is a little bit tilting. What it's done, right, is that it's got them to travel from where my capital is. And my capital is here. Or it was here before we got, like, basically pushed over here by the systems, right? Because the humans took the land we were going to move into. So instead, it pushed us over here. But what it did is it made our capital over here. So everyone who was in our capital is over here. Okay. Fine. Moving on. Back to the hunt. Back to the hunt. Okay, it'll take a little bit longer for it to start than we initially thought is the long and short of it. Yes, it's going to take quite a while for it to start. Hey, we finished the Khan's Champion Yurt though. Let's get Square of the Tumen. Right. Back in here. Who are we waiting on? Yeah, a couple of people still traveling from our old capital. Not too far away though. It is, however, going to go down to like the last day. And... yeah, okay, it went down to last day. People didn't arrive in time. Right, let's grab an Ovu as well here. Right, then we don't need to think about that again. Yeah, let's do that. Wonderful. Right, also, what's our max herd now? 67,000. Are we still Gherkin? I should actually have a look at that. Are we? Did we lose Gherkin due to migrating? No, we still have the biggest herd. We just don't have the biggest army. These guys have a bigger army somehow. Ah, they have mercenaries, so that accounts for 700 of them. They have 500 special troops, so they got 1.2 that don't really exist in their army, and then they have a few more men-at-arms than we have. Okay. Oh, they also have levies. Wait a second. They have levies? Oh. So they must have feudal vassals. Oh. Alright. Or administrative vassals or tribal vassals. You know, any of the vassal types that have levies. That's weird. Okay. That explains how they have some extra troops. Scattered prey. Though solid proof of our progress, I worry that we will leave too few deer alive. I do not wish to leave the land barren. Managed to slay enough to feed us for many moons, but the hunt has become tedious as their numbers dwindle. Alchi has directed the riders to search for more enclaves, but the deer are becoming few and far between. So we can leave them to repopulate. We can say to relent his weakness we must hunt. Or observe that deer, let us find the weakest. Let's observe the deer and find the weakest. We have gained over hunting for 2 years. What's disappointing is that still doesn't increase your nurge outcome. Alright. Strike hard and fast. We choose it every time on that one. So it almost gets you to level 2 nurge every single time by itself. Delicious distraction. Look, let's hunt them down. My belly rumbles in anticipation. A chance to show my prowess. Hey, we got more prowess there. Our prowess is now sitting at 37. That's pretty good. A show of force. Leave it to me. 38. And now we have finished the nurge at level 1, which gets us a bunch of bonuses, which is still quite nice to have. And our wife is pregnant. Cool, and our level of fame went up. Makes us exalted amongst men, which gives us more knights and more herd capacity. Our herd capacity is now 70,000. Huge. Also, now that we have more prestige, we can potentially look at demanding tributaries from people. Alternatively, we could just look at taking people as our tributary. Like maybe these guys here. Oh yeah, I wanted to declare the war on the Cumans. I remember now what I was doing. I wanted to declare the expand dominance war for this. But I need a lot more prestige. Yeah, okay. Let's declare a war on you. Let's do an expand dominance war on you. And it will get me prestige back if I win it, right? I get 500 prestige back. Yeah, the Khanate of Qocho. Let's declare our war. I'm ready to go. Raise our troops. We are going to lead our troops. And we're immediately... Wait, who am I actually So, am I attacking all of these guys? Who am I attacking? You. Okay, you. But apparently I'm also attacking these guys at the same... Am I hostile to those guys at the same time? Or what was happening here? So, enforce demands. You will become my vassal. That's what I initially thought. But the whole thing was... yeah, you'll become my vassal. Nothing's going to happen to Qocho. No. Okay. I think that's right. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen here, but I was a little confused because it's all highlighted, but I think it's just saying that's the title. Will become part of your domain. It's saying that this will become part of my domain, but that doesn't seem possible because this is not this person's not in the war. I think it's lying. I think that's what's happening here. I think it's lying to me. Right. Also, I love that we came through here on a like trip and we're like, "Ooh, this place is so nice. The people are so lovely here." And then immediately when we get back, we're like, "We should take that over. Yeah, this should be ours." That's what we've done. We've come back and went, "Oh yeah, we should just conquer that." Leave enough people to siege it. Beat up the army. Nice. And then we'll leave the people... Well, you might as well go join back in again, actually. So, head back there. Strategical impasse. We choose the top option every time because it's really, really good. You get all the bonuses that it gives you. So there's no reason not to select it. New martial perk. Sappers. Make siege progress go quicker if you have lots of different types of things. Which we do. Like Cav makes sieges go quicker now. So... Yes, very, very quick sieges. Let's head up to their capital and siege that. We also have some prisoners. You, I'm going to get 300 herd for, and you, I'm going to recruit. I need to do a marrying off. We should do that after this war. Yeah, huge amount of marrying off needing done. How quick is this now? It's like 40 days. Yeah, that's pretty good. Neighboring ruler lost a war. A neighboring ruler lost to my spy master, who's now expanded, or retaliating. Actually, I don't think is an expanding one, right? No, I thought it made them the tributary, but it doesn't. Okay. Right. Siege this. Astana's wing. We had this one before. We can try and make her eagle hail. Hey, we fixed up her eagle. Well done, us. Right, head in here. Oh, actually, I want to defeat that army because that will give us battle war score. We don't have any battle war score yet. My uncle is scheming against my spy master. I'll let everybody know that. Cool. We have a couple of events to do when we're finished with this part of the war. Be good. You're heading in here. Well, prepare to be destroyed by me. My son! I have a new son called Saru. Wonderful. We defeated their entire army. Well, minus this group down here. It's now running away. We're actually going to catch him. That's good. Finish the upgrade to the Khan's yurt. We'll upgrade it again. Getting us the recruit train specialist decision if your culture has access to it. It's also getting us more knight effectiveness, which is very, very, very good. Nice, 90%. Are we capped on battles? Nope. Right, go defeat their army again, and then we will siege this. Awesome. Yeah, defeat their army. That's what we're looking for. On a snowy evening. We had this one before as well. We're going to choose Sunlight Speech. As we did last time. That's 100% war score. Enforced demands. The max is... Wait a second. This max is out of 50 and yet we have 67%. Anyway. We also gained 550 prestige when it said we would gain 500. Alright. I'm not going to complain. Okay. So, we took the Kingdom of Qocho, I think. Also, I now got some more artifacts. Cool, let's go into our Royal Court first of all. This is going to go there. Where's the other one? Magnificent Jewellery Cask can go there. So that gets me Renown and Piety, and then that gets me almost nothing, because you need to be the right religion, I assume. Yeah, cool. So what that did, I think, is usurped the kingdom title. Yeah, so that usurped that kingdom title. I understand. So they became part of my de jure domain of the kingdom. I understand. Your realm is distant is your main reason for not joining, but your realm isn't distant, so you might join us in a second. Demand some herd. Grant vassals to the rightful liege. Sure, we'll do that a little bit here. That seems reasonable. Right. That seems very good. How, it says chaotic succession still. How bad is it? We have a couple people who are still saying no. That's okay. The disobedience is not that bad. We just need to give them court positions or positive special relationships. And they'll be willing. Move into conquered lands. Right. No, I don't want to become a clan government. That's fine. I guess that means I have clan government vassals or something over here, or clan land somewhere. Yes, this one. Okay. So I could move into this land if I'd wanted to, which is actually feudal land, but yeah, okay. That makes sense. Troublesome neighbors. Let's do that. Right, travel over there. And off we go. Herd has been delivered. Do you wish to join me yet? No, but you're only minus 40. Minus 10. I could give you a gift and you would join. Yeah, you'd be my vassal for religious exemption. I love religious exemption because it's the most ridiculous one. We'll see it in a second. I'm going to say this is my land and gain control. So our control here is now almost 100. Fantastic. That seems good. Now we're heading home. They have said yes to becoming my vassal, which is great. I'm now going to modify their vassal contract to take away the religious rights. I actually don't care in this case. Usually I do that and then I could convert them. But actually I just realized in this case I'd much prefer to do something like, I don't know, high taxes? I guess. I don't really care about what taxes you give me. Come on, marsh. Which would increase your... Yeah, that would increase your levy size. Which is cool. You pay less taxes, but you're paying almost nothing to start with. Yeah. I actually don't care about the levies either, so... I might do this. High taxes, don't bother with the levies. Yeah. There we go. That's fine. You're a little unhappy at me because you desire a county. You desire that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have that vassal. It's fine. Now you love me. Great. That's what I like to see. Wonderful. Prisoners can be ransomed. We should do that. Let's see. You, we're going to ransom you for herd. You, we're going to ransom you for money because you don't have any herd. Going to recruit you. And we're going to recruit you. And we're going to recruit... Well, you're about to die. We're going to weak hook you. Right. Hey, we arrive back. It gets us wander experience. The benefit of actually having the traveler trait is that it levels up every time you go on a trip. And that now gives us tiny health boost, diplomacy learning, travel speed, monthly wandering lifestyle experience. Great. It's all good. Now we're going to head back over here. Great. Travel over there. We could call for an assembly. We probably should do. Boost up our capital's fertility a little bit, but that's okay. We're off. So would you guys become my vassal? No, because you're at war. And you're ambitious. How about you? No, because you're the other person who's at war. How about Khotan? No, because you're at war. Everybody's at war. That's the simple truth here. You would be my vassal. Oh, for religious exemption. Nice. Hey, he's now my vassal. I'm now going to modify your vassal contract. Give me more money. I can make you a Castellan. No, that lowers your levies even further. Oh, okay. I think it's the same as March, looking at it. You're de jure part of this duchy, which doesn't exist. Wonderful. That's fine then. Why do you hate me? You just kind of do. Alright. Fair. Oh, you also hate when I'm at war. Unlike all of my other vassals who hate when I'm not at war. Yeah, that's annoying. This one. Ooh, we can raise county fertility here. Let's do that. So that now means that this land is slightly better. Wonderful. And the extra control is great here, because that means that we're making better use of it. Somebody was trying to steal my herd. That's unacceptable. We've now arrived back. We would have got more wander experience, but we're already maxed. Maintains my cruel time members contract. Yeah, you're allowed to declare wars, but you have to give me more herd. Wonderful. Right. So we are definitely expanding a little bit now. Oh, Great Leal is taking most of our previous vassals. I can't blame them. I mean, it was kind of they were kind of just sitting there waiting to be taken. Call for an assembly to buff my capital, which is this one. That seems like a good idea, yeah. Let's do it. That gives us fertility assembly, which increases the fertility growth by a flat amount. Which is great. Fertility is currently going up slightly now. Great, that's what we like to see. Yeah, we don't want either of those. Yeah, this is all fine. Forsake nomadism? Definitely not. Wait, we have 3 events right now, by the way, that will stop us being a nomad. Great. Okay. Just have a look at the demand tributaries for a second. Oh. Okay. How about you? Would you accept vassalization? No, despite me surrounding you. What do you mean I'm not your rightful liege? I totally am. Wait a second, I'm doubly your rightful liege. I hold the kingdom title that you're a part of and the empire title. I'm your rightful liege. Nobody holds the duchy title. I guess I could hold the duchy title. Oh, it says your de jure duchy title's over there. Wait a second, what? Okay, I understand what's happened here. So, his title, his duchy, or his county title, which he has, the nomadic one, is technically this county right here. Oh, I see, because he does hold land in multiple places. Never mind, I think he's acceptable. Wait, he must have tried to migrate with us. He must be one of them, and it broke, probably. Maybe? I don't know. How did he hold land in both places? Because we had everybody over here as... I don't know. Or maybe he held land over here and then he got bumped into that territory. That's probably what happened. Yeah, he held land over here and when we migrated he got bumped. Okay. So yes, you're actually legitimately not my de jure vassal. Could expand dominance here. How much do I get for it? 100 prestige. And I'd have to go all the way over there to deal with it. Not a huge fan of that. How about you? You look like you should be my vassal. If I expand dominance, I'm going to get 150 prestige. Yeah, let's do it. Raise all. Attack. We're going to lead. Because leading these, I think, is in... Yeah, it's giving us a little experience. What's this one need us to do? Fight in hills, mountains, or wetlands. Okay, and this one... Just like fight, right? Yeah, complete sieges, actually. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Hey, level of devotion just went up. We're now a devoted servant. We get same faith clergy opinion up. 45 days left on our siege, and our niece has been born. She's called Mala. I was going to do a marrying off, and I forgot. I do apologize. Can's yurt, we can continue upgrading. Although, if I upgrade it again, it's going to cost me too much prestige, right? Yeah, because I'm trying to save up to do a war against the Cumans eventually. Right, upgrade this. So that's a 170 to there. I can also... You know what? Let's upgrade this. Because actually it does give us 15% movement speed. Which is pretty good. Right. In here, let's beat up an army. I don't know whose army we're beating up, but we're beating up an army. Naren, I'm going to recruit you. And... we are now beating up that army. Nice. Attack these guys. Can you get there to attack them, or no? We'll siege their capital. To the impressive Kagan... No, you can't join my war. No. Okay. Very, very, very quick siege. 100% war score. We did capture the heir, but the heir we can send back for herd. And then the other heir we can get a hook on and send you away. Nice. And then we're going to enforce demands. Nice. So that's now my land. Expand. Or it's my new vassal's land. Clear these out. We can transfer people to other people. Sure, we'll do that. Nice. What's this? The old tribe. My camp has been approached by Ipeg, a leader of only a handful of people. Her dialect is foreign, but she speaks with confidence and pride about her people and their hardships. Kagan, if you can find space for us among your yurts, we'll offer up our flock and I will serve you personally. If not, there's not much left for us in these lands. So we get cheaper traditions if we want to, but foreign tribe for 10 years. And control. You join me and become obedient and give us herd, or you don't belong here and we get the herd anyway. Yeah, I'm going to choose that. Gives us even more dread as well, which is quite nice. And then we're going to head out and do this. I haven't forgotten about the marriages. We'll do that right after this. So let's go. You can no longer increase control because control is already maxed. So now you're going to increase control in... Well, what else do we hold directly? Yeah, how about this one right here, which even has a negative thing on it for control. Wonderful. So 9 years you'll have sorted that out. Right. I can designate a guardian for my son. I don't need to. And he's also not going to be my heir. So, Let's not worry about it. Mark of distinction. Hey, our banner has become better because we are more recognized. Igayam, the wolf girl. We've seen this one before. She will join our court as our ward. And we'll see if we get a different result this time. I need a new counselor. You're going to be my new... oh, actually, no. You're going to be my new Cruel Time member. You have great amounts of martial. Yeah. You can do that. And now you can increase control. You also don't really like me very much, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll worry about that later. Drawing lines. Kutan Yasar of the Kyrgyz has explained the situation to me at length. It seems that after we migrated to the area, the tribe in Kopektai was the first to take control of the grazelands, but the area is a lot closer to Lepsing. Though she has tried to mediate, Katan Yasar of the Kyrgyz's attempts came up short. In either case, one of the two sides will end up disappointed, but a decision has to be made sooner rather than later. So I choose which one of these and want a bonus in. So wait, this one or this one? Okay. So Spurn tribe lowers popular opinion. Which is this? Oh, which is higher in Kopekti. So I'll choose this one. Yeah. That seems fine. One of them was taking a negative anyway, so it was. I just went for the one that the popular opinion was least impactful on. Our councillor died, it says. Is that the same councillor, or is that the one who just died? That's the one who just died. Okay. We'll get 300 herd from you. I just finished the upgrade to Square of the Tumen. I can upgrade it again, I suppose. Might be worth doing. What are the upgrades to some of these things? More army movement speed? I do love army movement speed. Let's grab ourselves a little bit of army movement speed for free. When does it get a next one here? Level 3? So yeah, just like 1 point in there is actually pretty good. It's a little bit of extra free army movement speed. Right. We've arrived. Wonderful. Also, we can probably upgrade some of these now. Yep. There we go. All of those can get 1 size increase. That's good. Herd is being delivered to us. We're almost at 50,000 herd. Wonderful. How many troops do the humans have now? 21,000. The number keeps going up. Alright. Next for us. Marrying people off. I should do that next, because I will forget again. So I'm going to sort this by... I wanted to unpause. There we go. Unpause. Take away the random typing in there. Unmarried other screen. Right. Pick somebody to start with. We're going to go for... Actually, I think I have a filter for... No, I don't have a filter for this. Not a ruler. And then... Yeah, not a ruler. No alliances. I don't care about alliances, actually. We can look at those individually. Not a ruler. That doesn't matter on this one. Traits? I guess inheritable traits would be nice. Yeah, let's say max age 35. Inheritable trait. Nice. Okay, that lowered it down a little bit. Just for my uncle, I'm spending a little bit longer on it. Let's maybe get you to marry this person. Right. Next. Random courtier. You're going to marry this person. You. They're all related to me. So let's just open up the search a little bit more. Marry that person. You. You're going to marry that person. You, my cousin. Cousin, you're going to marry somebody with an inheritable trait matrilineally. You're going to marry this guy who's Herculean. Wonderful. Next cousin. I have a lot of cousins we're going to have to sort out here, so... You know, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on each one. I'm just going to pick somebody who seems about right. And then we will sort them out. Right, turn off inheritable because this is just a courtier. And find somebody who isn't related to us. Do the marriage. Sultan. Again, avoid all of our cousins. You're gonna marry... once again, inheritable trait. You're gonna marry that person. You're gonna marry that person. Once again, we're just gonna go to that. Alright, that person. Personal physician. You're gonna marry... that person. Here we go. We are finding people over here that can marry. And the other thing about moving our court, which is actually a positive for once, is that we are at least further into the map, which means that we have a lot more places that are within our diplomatic range. Therefore, we have a lot more places where we can find people to marry, which is definitely a worthwhile endeavor to do. Because if we can have more people who are available to marry, we can get better marriages for like our entire court, which is good. Right. There's nobody who would marry you. What if I move the age to 45, sorted by age in that direction? There we go. Right. You're gonna marry. That's fine. Cousin. We're gonna turn on inheritable traits again. And 35. There we go. You're gonna marry that person. Next, cousin. We have a lot of people who are cousins. Alright, that one. You. They're all my cousin. We're gonna go for this. Okay, we're gonna go for 45. Sort by age in the reverse order. You're gonna marry that person. Right. Then we're gonna wait a second or two for all the marriage proposals to go through. Wonderful. Right. Cool. We've now finished that, so that's as far as I need to go there and square with the Tumen. Ovu. Could increase our herd income a little bit if we wanted to. What are the other upgrades we can get here? Anything that immediately jumps out at me? 1% chance per your level of devotion to gain 5% herd limit. I mean, that's kind of cool. Yeah, some of these I've seen on other buildings as well, so they must stack, I would assume. Yearly chance of one of your knights getting 1 prowess. So very specific. Like, it's such a small chance there. Increase my herd capacity here, I guess. That would be pretty good. I probably have other things that increase my herd capacity. I could also increase my percentage herd into horde riders and herd capacity at the same time. Yeah, let's do that for now. Right, how many people do I have left to marry off? 68. Oh, so not that many. Right, marry. I guess if it says my courtier, I should just be like, yeah, let's do it. This is only adults, right? Yes. Wow. Okay. Ume. Next courtier. It's gonna be you. This might be why I was putting this off a little bit. Because there's a lot that need to marry. Yeah, I guess I will marry off people in my court to each other now. That would just make life a lot simpler if I did that, right? If I have a courtiers, I can just marry off. Let's just do it. Oh, is this the person who had the... You had an extra arm at one point. I remember you. Right, let's just wait a second for those to go through. Because I forgot who I married off. Right. But yeah, if I just marry them off to each other, then that's 2 people off the list rather than 1 person off the list, so... That's fine. And it guarantees that neither are going to leave the court. I know I have 45 on as the age right now, but... we were kind of running out of people who were... under the age of 35, so let's continue marrying these people off. You Cousin. I guess cousin we might go inheritable traits for. And find somebody who's suitable. You're 21. Let's sort by age. Aim for like the mid-20s. Yeah, that person will do. You can matrilineally marry. Cousin. Matrilineally marry that guy. You're gonna marry that person. You're going to marry somebody. That person. Wonderful. Next one, matrilineally marry that guy. Right, let's wait a second or two. Let the list lower. And 58, 57, 53. That's good. 51. We're lowering the list quite a lot. Number of courtiers getting insane. You're gonna marry Mala. You know what I should do is I should just say not my dynasty. Yeah, not my dynasty. There we go. That makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? Right. You're gonna marry that person. You're gonna marry my wet nurse. You're gonna marry that person. You're gonna marry that person. You know what I can also do, because I don't want to do any betrothals? They have to be an adult. Oh, there we go. That makes life a lot easier. You just married off, so I'll wait a second or two for the list to resort itself. Right, we're at 43. You're gonna marry that person. You're gonna matrilineally marry that guy. You're gonna marry somebody with an inheritable trait. You're gonna marry this genius matrilineally. You're gonna marry somebody without an inheritable trait, probably. Yep, that one. You're gonna matrilineally marry that guy. You're going to marry somebody. There's nobody who will marry you. Nobody at all. I mean, there's 26, but that means that they're members of my family. Right, nobody wants to marry this guy for some reason. Okay. You're gonna marry. That's an interesting outfit you've got going on. That must be this Ugro-Hermian culture. Interesting. You? Yeah, I've just never seen that outfit before, actually. Yeah, it must be one of the newer packs that they've released. Go with you. Oh, I just married off my cousin to some random. Alright. New cousin. Marry off to somebody with an inheritable trait. That's going to be you. Next cousin. Matrilineally to that guy. Next cousin. It's actually wild how many of the people in my court are also my cousin. Right. Nobody for you. You. Nobody wants to marry you. Yeah, you're my concubine, so you're not going to marry off. Nobody for you. You. Do I have some filter on which is blocking everyone? Not really. Okay. You. No. You? No. I've run out of people. No, apparently not. Because nobody wanted to marry those guys in particular. It must be something to do with religion. Anyway, that's fine. No one for you. No one for you. With this person. Ishi. You're gonna marry that person. And matrilineally marry this guy. Yep, siege engineer. Yeah, you're gonna marry that person. You're my concubine, so you're not gonna marry anyone. Those two are gonna marry my cousin. Apparently you're unable to marry, or I must have, oh no, you're my woman. Okay, yep. Concubine. Continue working our way down the list. Where are we? Oh, we're at the end. Wonderful. You're gonna marry you're gonna do inheritable trait, matrilineal. You're gonna marry Zenji. You take off the inheritable trait thing. Okay, you. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, it wasn't properly updating each time. Well, that could explain some of it. Anyway, because I had to double click that to get it to appear. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. We made a solid go at it. Hey, we got a new martial perk. That's cool. We can now grab strategist, which gets us even more martial and diplomacy. Great. Probably want to make our way at least to household guard, and then we can think about where we're going from there. Also, how quickly are we gaining perks? It feels like it's super quick. It's every 22 months, so yeah, just under every 2 years we gain a new perk. It's not bad. Assuming also that we don't randomly gain extra martial experience as well from other things. Nice, so we're down to how many? 21 unmarried out of 210. It's not bad. We can cope with that. Right. I don't have enough prestige to declare the war on you, right? No, even if we think we could win it, we don't have enough prestige. Some of yours from your allies? No, your strength is all yours, pretty much. Alright. We should continue expanding then. I could try and make Great Leal my vassal. The problem is if I make them my vassal, I can never migrate over there. I can try and make Khotan my vassal. They're not actually part of the steppe. Yeah, they're not part of the steppe, are they? Situation? No. So why don't I make Khotan my vassal? Oh, not my vassal, my tributary. Right? Expand. Wait, if I do this, expand dominance. On victory, they will still attempt to vassalize, tributize, or conquer the lands, but lands will also immediately de jure shift to the primary title of the nomadic ruler. So that would actually add them to the steppe in a way. So it only cost me 80 to do. Why does that only cost me 80? Wait, it says the count will become my vassal. Only Count Bill or Bilge will become my vassal. Wait, so I declare on you. Oh, because it's for Zungaria. It's not for this title. Do we not actually share a border? We do share a border. It's just not eligible, I guess, because it's not in the steppe. Alright. So I guess what I would want to do is I'd want to bring you under tribute. Right? I guess under tribute, you're only going to give me levies and taxes, right? Yeah. I'm a settled tributary. But you don't make any money. And you have no prestige. And you have no levies. So I guess you would be my vassal, but like... Or you would be my tributary, but you wouldn't give me anything for it. Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, is that the Cuman's land down there as well? It is. Are you in any wars? You are. Ooh. So you're against this person now. Ah. Not quite the level of enemy I need you to be facing. Alright. Oh yeah, how's this going, by the way? Abundant grazing has the most chance by far. Cool. How about this guy? This guy right here, he has a lot of land. Why don't you be my tributary? Your allies would join, which actually gives you an almost equal strength to me due to the Confederation. I could try and steal your tributaries from up here. Yeah, so if I was to declare war on you, but I was to do the... I can't do a sovereignty war against you. I could only bring you under tribute. Interesting. I guess the question is, where do we want to go after this? You only have Blessings of the Blue Sky. We could try and move into the Cuman's land. That's an option. Is that or Everlasting Summer? If I take you as a tribute, I could then attack the humans afterwards. Yeah. Wait, what? Have I got, like, just try and make you a tributary? Not you, you. Demand as tribute. No, you would just say no. Fair enough. Yeah. Also, anyone want to fight? Like, I should just look around and see anyone want to fight. Relative prowess is too much of a negative modifier. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to declare war. I'm going to declare war to make you my tributary. I could also declare war for that kingdom, but I'm not really that interested. I would like you to be my tributary. Nice. I don't gain any prestige for winning the war. But that should be fine. Declare. Right. And actually, this is where we're going to end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.